I made a sustainable house in Minecraft. Yes, I know what you're thinking. That sounds completely ridiculous, but with a village over there, it's pretty interesting. And my house over there, it's in a very secluded area. But first of all, I'm going to show you how I made this house, and then we'll give you a bit of a tour of it. So I loaded up Minecraft, found a nice spot, and started building straight away pretty much. I wanted to give the floor, I used some terracotta for the floor. It's a nice light material. And then I got some sandstone, helps blend in with the environment a bit. This wood as well, eco-friendly wood. No, you're thinking there's no eco-friendly wood, but this is eco-friendly wood. It's been well resourced. And I put holes in the walls. Now I know you're thinking, why did I put holes in the walls? Well, because this is in a very hot environment, it'll help keep the house a lot cooler, because it will really struggle. A lot of glass as well, so you can see the nice views around us, and yeah, just giving it a really nice vibe. Added a water tank as well, experimented with some candles, but we'll get to them later. And then I just worked aesthetically on the house for a fair bit now, just making sure the roof was right. And I made some hempcrete walls, and that's obviously hay, but it's supposed to be hempcrete, which is a material that you can use, and use the blocks of raw iron to represent hardened hempcrete, so it looks a bit harder and it helps. Added 2 rooms to the main house, or to the only house really, a bathroom and a toilet, and then a bathroom and a toilet room, and yes, the toilet has got a compost system underneath, so you compost all your poo and stuff, and it'll help power the house. Obviously, we've got to have our own farm, because without our own farm it would be a bit ridiculous. So we grow our own food using some nice sustainably sourced wood, and lots of lighting. We want lots of natural light in this house. Yeah, lots of natural light, and it looks really nice from the top as well, this house, I will point out. So I spent a bit of time working on the roof and making sure it was all good, filled it in eventually as well, of course, and I'd pretty much done most of the basis of the house. It was just sort of little bits here and there. Fixed the doors, actually added some doors using a lot of jungle wood. I made myself well, originally it was going to be so it would catch the poo. I was going to have the poo go out straight into the ocean, but then I thought that was a really shocking idea. So what that actually was is a hydro power plant, which also can catch fish, which is very handy. Added some nice scenery around the outside. Then I thought I'd probably need some livestock to feed off other than fish. So I added a trough. The trough didn't really work initially. Then I thought I'm going to add as many animals as possible. So I had some dolphins, added a bunch of chickens, added a bunch of pigs, added a bunch of cows. Quickly realised this was an overpopulation problem, so I had to get rid of a few. But that's okay. They were sustainably removed from the environment, because otherwise we would have had an overpopulation problem, which would have been a real problem. Then I just aesthetically filled the house, added a bit of a campfire there, as you can see. Added my bed, and yeah, did all of that good stuff. Added some beehives as well, because we thought we should live off the land as much as possible, really. Also, if we do need firewood, which is a very rare occasion that we will, of course, I added a stone cutter. Well, not a stone cutter, it's supposed to be a wood cutter, and solar panels as well, because everyone loves solar panels, and they're just really nice like that. And then yeah, we've already seen this bit technically, but I grassed out that area initially as well. Originally that was all sand, and I quickly discovered if you build too much on sand, the sand will fall down, so we had to support the sand a bit. Then I had to pier across the river a bit, and then went out the front of my place too. So that's how you actually get to my house. It's on a bit of a remote island style property thing. Added a random emerald block because it's sustainable. Go subscribe. Yeah, and then I just fleshed out the house a bit more. Added a seat so you can sit by the fire over night time and just enjoy life as it is. And then I just added a bit more plants and stuff. Yeah, added some bamboo. Bamboo is a very sustainable resource to use, I believe. and then vines as well, just to give the house a bit of a vibe. So we'll come along to it now in a bit of slow motion, I reckon. I've placed this handy boat here for us to go over with. It was around the wrong way, but as you can see, the house, it actually looks alright. I was really worried this was going to turn out really badly, but the hydro thing, that looks pretty good. And turns out I can't actually get up here, so we'll just cheat a bit and get up here. Lots of stuff that we're growing ourselves. The water tank, very nice addition as well. Used a grindstone to make it look like a pipe going into it. And yeah, the fireplace, it actually is less smoky because we're using less smoky materials. So just imagine that's less smoky, because it's nice and environmentally friendly, of course. Growing our own food is always a good thing to have. And this here, I used lightning rods to look like some sort of electrical wire thing, and it looks really nice. And from below the water too, it's sort of a net thing, so it catches the water and sort of goes through the gaps and powers it a bit. Inside we've got a nice painting, some dried kelp blocks here. They sort of represent food storage, I guess you could say. Some cabinets at the top as well, which are actually note blocks, but don't tell anyone. In here we've got some nice candles, and there's the toilet, a bit of a drop dunny toilet sort of thing going on here. And like I said earlier, the compost, it powers the house as a sort of a secondary power source. I don't know who put that there. We'll come back up through the handy scaffolding, of course, and as you can see, it just looks like a bunch of hay bales really, but it is supposed to be a really nice hempcrete natural style wall sort of thing. And yeah, views all around. Lighting is a real premium, definitely. And as you can see, we're in a very hot area. The sun is always belting down, so during the day you want to be nice and warm and just want to relax inside the house. And then in the night, of course, with the solar panels that you'll see in just a second, we can do whatever we like. And I've planted a lot of different types of flowers and stuff all around. And yeah, the holes in the wall actually look okay, which was surprising. I thought they would look really shocking. And yeah, that's basically all there is inside. Got some nice azalea bushes there and vines on the outside too. They help to add to the aesthetic feel. And the solar panels, obviously we had to use these because they look more like solar panels than anything else in Minecraft. And yeah, I was going to have them all going sort of in similar directions, but I realized that the windows sort of mucked that up. Over here, of course, we've got all the ones that are left of the animals. There's a water trough as well that I added, because obviously they can't eat salt water, so can't drink salt water even. And the bees, there are a lot of bees here, and you got a few beehives, you got a few natural bee nests, and it's a mixture of both, but there is a lot of bees, and as you probably saw, they're overflowing with honey. And when we do need to cut down our own trees, we have this one tree here, we've got a bit of a thing here that we can cut it with. But we rarely do need that because it's like it's coated wood or something, and it lasts longer in the fire. Bit of a bamboo plantation here as well, if we ever need bamboo, which we probably will, because yeah, bamboo's pretty cool like that, and it looks really nice, the house. I was surprised. It could have looked like the worst thing ever, and luckily it didn't. But yeah, I'll just say it again, this house is absolutely environmentally sustainable, and it's a real delight to have built this. And from a distance it actually looks really nice too, on its own little reserve, as I said earlier, sort of just a quiet little spot over from the hustle and bustle of that village over there. But it can live off the land for a long time, hopefully. And that's all for this time, and I'll see you later.